welcome to another amazing day at fmtraining.tv where we talk about the wonderful and fantastic FileMaker platform. My name is Margaret. I'm here with the wonderful Nick Hunter, who I will find the video feed of shortly. There we go. Hello, Nick. Good to have you here.
Hello. Thank you.
Nick has been coming back and doing another series with us, which has been really great. Today we are finishing up the mini-series of Revamping Public Portals with WebDirect, which is quite awesome. Tomorrow we're going to be doing the FileMaker Monkey Bed plugin 13.1 release, 7,000 plus functions. Monday will be FileMaker Wiki, the power of FileMaker and document management and wiki goodness with Richard. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday next week will all be about Nick's next mini-series, Build Document Management with OCR Automation, which will be really quite cool. Real quick, I'd like to remind people to please send us files. Nick is trying to do a series where he basically gives files kind of like mini makeovers. Send Nick a request of something you'd like to be done to your file, and he will see if he can accomplish it live, and we'll walk our way through it, which would be really quite cool. In order to do that, we need files, though, so please send them to us. We have one that was sent to us by Ken, so if anyone else don't think, they've got too many already, we don't. We really don't. Please send them to support@rcconsulting.com. Also, quick reminder, we're here to help. We're here to educate and inform. We're not here to mock you. You're not like, oh man, I don't want to send my file to Nick Hunter and have Nick completely ream me. Won't happen, I promise. So please send us files. If you don't have any files, send us ideas. Like, I would like Nick to talk about this, so Nick is not wondering what he should be talking about next if no one sends in any files. So if you got a topic you'd like to see Nick cover, you should also send that to us. If you'd like to support the channel, we'd greatly appreciate it. We have our FM Training annual subscription bundles. You got 3 options here. They're 100 plus hours of really high energy video training content I highly recommend. They're really good for if you're an intermediate developer trying to like brush up on your skills, or if you're completely new to the platform. I promise this will allow you to tackle your own projects after you watch through all this. So we also still currently have our JavaScript training. We are currently doing a React Native with FileMaker, which has been a really fantastic series. We're on day 4 today of the paid training. Tomorrow will be the last day. But if you buy it, you can still come to our live sessions, and you'll get all the recordings. So I guess in that case, Nick, what are we doing today?
Hello, everybody. So yeah, I want to talk about a little bit about this workshop that we want to do. So Ken sent to us a file that we're very interesting file. Because it's a reality. Okay, it's based on the reality, and when you build something on your own, and you're not, first you don't have time. Second, it takes so long to build the thing that you start with FileMaker 2, and now you're with FileMaker 20, right? So it's the file got a multiple, time frame, time period like this, and it's like imagine you have an application, half DOS, half Windows 1, half Windows 3, half Windows 95, so it's like this, and no design, and so the file was very interesting. So I called Ken. We had like an hour free consultation, okay, and I'm talking like a lawyer. and we discussed about this file, and so I discover, as he explained to me the file, I discover, we can talk about this, we can talk about that, we can fix this, fix that. So I will stay at least 2 weeks on Ken's file. So at the end, you get the file, so there's all benefits for you. I give you all the fixing, and so it's cool. So if you have file, and I hope as interesting as the file that Ken sent to us, send the file to us. So otherwise, about the idea, I want to do some follow-up about what you can do with what you learn here. Okay, so and I have a pretty interesting thing that I want to show you. So I have a customer of mine. It's a great customer because he pay me to have fun, right? And he pay me to build crazy things. So I'm very thankful, okay? Because it's hard what I'm doing, but it's very cool. So this is a filter. Remember where I talk about filters and stuff like that? So this is type of things we can do right? With what you learn here, right? Those are filters. All those filters are together, right? They are concatenated, right? So they add themselves, right? So, and you can say, okay, I want this county because the record I'm in 4 band counties, right? This one. But if I do this filter from this one, it will come with Harris because I'm in Harris, but I can change it, right? So let's say I want the assign to, right? And I want the state class. So that the state class F1, but I can say another one if I want, right? I said B1 and you say apply and boom. And you have the result immediately like this, bam, right? And here I tell you that you have one filter here, right? So you can change. You can say, okay, I want this, but I want the inactive only, right? So I have only one, right? So if you want the active, you have this. So so you can remove this and say, oh, I have an agreed value, right, on this. So you have another filter, right? Boom. So this type here, this type of, and you see the UI is kind of cool, right? This I cannot do a demo on this because we have no record like this. And you can say, oh, by the way, I want to sort this by the county, right, or by the docket number, okay? And you sort. So this is the kind of thing that I do with that customer, right? So it's if you're interested of knowing how to build something like this, right? So let me know, and we will do it. Okay. So if you want to build like a crazy filter, with all those things, with the UI, with the thing, because the UI is very important because here you have BOM, right? It's better. It's a great UI, right? So if you want something like this, if you want to know, right, how to build this, let me know in Discord, in the chat. If you're interested, we can set up I already did a filter / sort webinar, but this is way more advanced, right? Because we can pick up this, we have our Boolean answers here, yes, no, right? Yes, no, like this, right? So yeah, it's very interesting. So that being said, like you said, Marge, what you doing today? So today we do, so this, let's open this back. So today we do this. We do the documents upload like this, okay? So remember, select the documents, upload, and then we go to the next one. And when you click here, so that's what I was doing the demo yesterday. We put another one, we upload, up. Okay, choose. And you see, when people say, oh, WebDirect slow, no, it's not slow at all. It's not slow at all. And boom. And now it tells me add more, right? Because I have 4, but I can add more. So when I add more, right? Yeah, I still have the bug here. I need to fix this. When you add more, right? We can add this one, upload, boom. Now I have 5, and I can add more, right? Upload this one. Now I have 6. When you close, it said 6 files added, right? So how we build this? How we build this without complexity? How we build the remove, right? The delete. And when the delete reach 4, boom, how all of this works, okay? So, first of all, we need to understand how portals works, okay? So this is a portal, right? This is a portal. It's a portal. So if I put that on the layout, you see all my right? All my records. The free records here, they are here. It's a portal. Okay. So let me put that out because that's a live file, by the way. Okay, so this is a portal. But in the portal, right? It is a portal. Hold on. It is a portal, but with the option of adding a record on the last, right? So creation. It's a relationship with the creation. So the last, it's the row where we can add another record, right? It's create record, you know, where it's this creation. But I have this activated, right? So, but portals, we can say, I want to the initial row, right? And I want one row, right? Then you duplicate this and you say, the initial row is 2 and I want one row. Then you duplicate and you say initial row is 3 and you want one row. Duplicate. Up. Initial row is 4 and I want one row. So what is going to do doing this is going to do this. It's going to show the first record of the portal, the second record of the portal, the third record of the portal, and the fourth record of the portal. And that's it, because, and he said, and I'll display only one row. Start with 4, one row. Start, you know, the initial row is 3, one row. Initial row is 2, one row. So he said, here I will have always I will see one row, and the one that I want is the fourth, the fifth, okay. And then you apply this, you know, you organize those. So let's hide this, right? So you organize this like this. And inside the portal, you put your container. So the container here, we can see, I have the select button on top. I have another button here, which is a delete button. And then I have the, what's the name? The field, the container field. But why duplicate works? Because it is the same relationship. It's the same relationship, right? I don't need a relationship for each of them. It's the same, just I display the one record at a time, initiate from 1, 2, 3, 4. So all of those works. I mean, the field is the same, the portal is the same, so you can duplicate it. So it's easy. You build one and you duplicate, pop. Okay. So do we have any questions so far about this technique? But this is it's a very well known. It's known since FileMaker, I don't know, 4 or 5, something like this.
Yes, you have 4 portals? Question mark.
Yeah, it's 4 portals, but it's the same relationship. I duplicated. I just did it in front of you. It's 4 portals showing one row at a time, but it's the same relationship. It's the same. Because the portal here I said initial row 1, and here I said initial row 2, and numbered rows 1. Initial row 3, number row 1. So here I will see the first record, the second record, the third, and the fourth. And I can continue like this if I want, but I'm limiting myself for 4, right? So it's 4 portals, you see? Portal, but it's the same. PRR Web Renovation DB is the same relationship. But each of them display one row at a time, and I initiate the row at the row number I want, right? Simple. And super fast because there's no relationship involved. I say, yes, there's one relationship, but it is the same for FileMaker, sorry. It is the same as doing this. It's the same. Doing this or this, right? It's the same. Exactly the same. Right? But here now, we have a huge advantage. Right? So do we have another question?
Nope. I think you're good.
Okay. Okay. Now we have a huge advantage is something you need to know. How, right? I can say, delete this one, right? Because and it's the same script. It is the same script. Same script. Delete 005, 005, 00. It's the same script, right? So before to explain that, how I'm hiding those things, okay? You see that I have a hiding condition here. Okay, this is obvious. The button here, you know. So this button here, I said the count of the how many document I have, right? How many document I have to because I cannot say, okay, let's back up. Here I cannot say if it's empty the relationship, right? Why? Because at that point I might have, right, 5, 4, 10 records. So this will never be empty, right? And I cannot say, oh, I need to remove it if there's something, because otherwise all of them will go away, right? So the technique here to hide something like that, to hide the first, so what I want to achieve is this, right? When it's empty, this one, if I put something here, I want this button to go away and this one to display, right? So I want that portal, to show up. And if I add something here, right, I want that portal the third one to show up, and this to disappear, and this to appear. So how we do that, okay? First, this button, I'm counting how many records I have, right? I'm counting this. So in that case here, so let's go to that record. So what the counts on this? I need to copy the calculation. What the count on this, right? I have 1, right? Yeah, I mean, no. Is the count? This is a Boolean, okay? So okay? Let me explain what a Boolean is. This count I have 2, and the answer of is the count of this superior or greater or equal as 1? Yes, it is. It's greater than 1. This is greater than 1. And the answer is 1. It's yes. True. Okay? The answer is yes. Is this superior at 3? No. But if this is superior at 2? No. Is this superior at 1? Yeah, 2, yeah, because it was greater or equal, right? But 3? No. 2, yes. 1, yes. So this answer is I get the answer. The counts of how many records I have. This is what you do. You count, right? Counts do throughout the relationship. Value count, you need a value. You need a list, right? But count, you don't. Count it will count how many records you have based on the field to make sure that you have something on the field. That's why I'm using the primary key, right? So this count will count how many documents I already have in that relationship. And I'm asking the question, is that greater than 1, greater than or equal than 1, question mark, right? That's the question. Answer, yes, true, right? So now, because it says superior than 1, I'm hiding this one. And because I said here, I'm asking the same question, but with greater than 2. He said yes. And then I'm asking the question here, greater than 3? No. Okay, so it doesn't hide it. It doesn't hide it because it's not greater than 2, right? So, and then here, you guessed it, I'm asking greater than 4. If then greater than 4, okay, hide it. Greater or equal, okay? Greater or equal. This is greater than equal to 1, greater than equal to, greater or equal to 3 and 4. And that hide the buttons. Cascading, waterfall. Okay? That easy, that pure, simple. Okay. So what about the container itself? Right? What about the container itself? Wait this. So let me hide those container. What about the portal itself? The first portal is already there. I always want it. If I have no record here, if I have none, I want the first one already there, always there. So I have no hiding condition here. But here I have one. But that's the same technique. But here is the opposite. Because the other one I want to hide as I'm adding records. But this one I want to show as I'm adding record. The other one was to hide, so it was greater than. And this one now, I'm saying, okay, is this strictly inferior than 1? Right? I say yes. So that I'm asking the question, right? So it hides. And this one is it inferior than 2? Hiding if it's inferior than 2. If it's inferior than 2, that means you show this one and you don't want the third one. When it's inferior than 1, right? If it's inferior than 2, you show this one, right? So that's why you have this question, inferior than 1. So if it's less than 1, hide this one. Less than 2, hide this one. Less than 3, hide this one, right? So it's the cascading but reversed, right? Super simple with the count, very, very simple, right? And we have the same here. And that's the same. This one, I'm hiding if it's inferior than 1, inferior than 2, inferior than 3, and inferior than 4. So you adjust your thing, but you use the same technique with the count of documents you have, and then you say inferior, superior, right? So this is how it works like this. So this is this, and that you have no need of refresh, you have no refresh whatsoever, no need, right? The script I have here has no refresh, right? I go, insert, commit, boom, no refresh whatsoever, right? No need. So, question about this.
About hiding button select, what happens if user inserts an image in the third record, leaving record 2 blank?
You can't. Where the third record? Where? It's hidden. You can't. I'm forcing you this. How you can insert on the third record if it's not there? It's empty. There's nothing here. You understand? There's nothing here. There's nothing here. There's absolutely nothing. So how you can? No, it has no choice. You put the first. When you have the first, I'm showing you the second, but the third not there. Okay, so when you have the third, the second, okay, in that case, I'm showing you the third. But there's no way you can, you can put on the third because it's not there. That's it. It's like on the poll, you said, oh, I have 2 records, but how the guy can add a record on the 5th record if you have only 2 records? The same. But I'm not even showing the idea. I don't show the thing when they're not ready, when they're not available. Don't show it. That's the reason of all this hiding stuff. Right? Another question?
Can you not group the button container and have one hide calculation?
No, you cannot. How you can have one calculation? If you group everything, if I group everything and I put and I put a calc on this, I will hide and show the first, the second, the third. You understand? It needs to be individual. I need to have, but that doesn't make, okay, hold on. This technique, if on the other side of this relationship, you have 200 million records, don't do that. Because you have the spinning wheel, the count will take like 30 minutes to count it, right? If you have 200 million records. But here, do you see a customer clicking here, doing this 200 million times? No. Of course, this technique applies when you have 10 records, 20. You can do until, I don't know, 2,000, 3,000 records, that will work. Okay? But here I'm talking about four polls. Okay? So each design can hold the technique. Each technique requires its design, right? So here, this question, count greater than 2, greater than 3, won't take any performance. Do you see a problem of performance here? I'm asking, here. Do you see a performance here? Upload? Do you see waiting time? Do you see? No, it's there. Boom, everything show up. So there's no problem, Even if I delete, see, it's instant. And I'm on WebDirect. This is web, right? Another question?
Yes. Can you show the script for the select button again?
Yeah, no. I'm going to explain the button. I'm not going to show the button. So, and of course, you apply the hidden condition on the poll. That means that everything inside the poll will get away. Okay? So you apply on the poll, and the poll, if the poll disappears, everything in the poll disappears as well. So the select button here. What do we need to do? Okay, I wanted one button with one script, right? I don't want to have 200 million. I don't want one script here, one script here, one script here, one script here. And because I'm using this on many layout, not only on this one, I'm going here. I'm going to another layout, right? So I don't want to have each poll a button. Okay, so here's the technique. So what does button do? First, right? So I'm clicking here, right? And here I said, okay, forget about this one. This is for because this script here goes for many other things. It's not a script only for this. It's a script for all the insert file stuff that I have. So now I'm going to the object. I'm saying, go to the object. Boom. What is object? Right? On the script parameter, right, I'm sending information, right? I'm sending information. I want to go to the field 1. Forget about those two. And then I need a trigger. I need a trigger. And the trigger is, the trigger is to trigger the auto entry calculations. I need that. Why? I'm going to show you why. I need, each time I'm doing something like this, I need to change this, right? I need to change that field. But that field can be from different table. So I put the name of the field I put the name of the field in the parameter. And then my script goes set field by name, and I'm going to go to the field name I set in the parameter. So I can change that. I can put that script on all my solution, and it will work always. I go to the field I need to insert. And that's the trick. That's the trick. I go to the fields I want. But I already said that we don't have a script step that says go to field by name. We don't have go to field by name. We have go to field and hard-coded. Okay? Hard-coded. But I don't want a script go to field that one and go to field that one and go to field that one. I don't want that. I want a script that go to fields by name, quote unquote. And then we have the go to objects. Go to object, I can say blah, 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 go to this object. FileMaker will go to the object, and the object is the field. Field 4, field 3, field 2, field 1. So this script here in the parameter, I say, go to field 1, forget about those two. I need a trigger, and the field name I need is this field. All of this is in the script parameter. So this one, you guessed it, I'm going to field 2. This one, I'm going to field 3. This one, I'm going to field 4. So you duplicate this, and just you need to say, change the number of the field you need to go, right? So that's why. So this script here, a very simple script. What it does, I click right here. Where's the? I select the document. Oh, I forgot the script debugger. See, it's faster in WebDirect than it's incredible. It's not that big though. Okay. Script debugger. So I go to the object name. So now is inside this field. So I can modify this for now to show you that I am in that field. Okay. Debugger. I click here. I go to the object, boom. See? I insert the file. Right? So that insert file. Right? I commit. And then I have my trigger. Right? And the trigger is triggering all the auto entry calculation I need, especially this one. I think is this, yeah. So I have many counter here, okay? But this one is the one I use here. So this counter, let's terminate this. The number of fields, okay? I need to update it. But I don't want in my script set field, this field with that. I don't want that. I don't want that. I want an auto entry calculation that do that for me. Okay. So the renovation here, I'm doing this count of this, and the trigger is this. We have the Marge. We have the webinar link for that, right? The trigger, use auto entry calculations.
Yes, we do. I have to go find it.
Yeah. So automatically, if I action this, if I modify this, right, and then it will say, okay, I'm counting how many documents you have in this relationship, right? I do it, and it will do for all of those. All of those, I don't have to take care of those. They do automatically. Trigger. They're all triggered, you know, and they're super fast. So I don't, you know. So now that I have this, my script, so here I have how many documents I have? 2, right? Okay, cool. So now I can go again, and you see the script parameter, what the script parameter says, field file free, right? I need to go there. So now I go to the other one. I'm inserting the free, right? And then I commit to make sure that all the, you know, everything. But at that point, when this is done, at that point, he doesn't know how many records I have. He still think I have 2, but I don't have 2. I have 3. Even though if I commit, it doesn't trigger the auto entry calculation. It doesn't. What will trigger, look this, is this. When I say set that field, boom, free. Correct? That's it, right? And then 4th with this one, right? So the auto entry calculation, do we have a question about this? But I don't want to be a webinar for that. I want to show the window, the next window and stuff like that.
We got one, but like, can you group per portal?
Why you want to group? A portal is a group by itself. It's an embedding object. A portal is an embedding object, right? You have this object, this object, this object, right? If I move the portal, I'm moving all, but they're not grouped, but they're all inside the portal. A portal, it's an embedding object as popovers, right? Popovers, it's an embedding object. I have the popover and I have the object inside. If I move the popover, I move all the object. And the tab or slide control, right? That's the same. Those objects, if I put here, and if I move the slide control, I move all the object inside the panel. Those objects, slide control, portals, popovers, they are embedding objects, right? So I don't need to group the portal. Why? If I hide the portal, I hide everything inside, so I don't need a group. Doesn't add any benefits to group the, you know, doesn't. Okay, so now we have something here. Okay, we have two things happening. Okay, the first is when I reach the fourth. When I reach the fourth here, right? I have a first button coming that says, okay, you reach the max possible. Then you have the add more button because you reach the 4. You have 4 records. I have 4 records in my 4 records. So I reached the max of what I can display on my layout. So very simple. Here I have 2 buttons. I have the add more, and this button is the one that's interesting me. What is this? The same. If the count is different than 4, remember we are hiding object. We are not showing object. So it's not show me when this one equals 4. No, it's hide it if it's not 4. Okay, so you need to think like this with the hiding object. We are hiding. We are not showing. So it's not when it's equal 4, show. No, it's when it's not 4, hide. Okay? Okay. So when it's not 4, hide it. And you show it only when it's 4. And this one is when you read. So let's continue. Okay. So this one, when it's not 4, right? So when it's not 4, hide it. But when it's 4, that means it's okay. You don't hide it, right? So this is it. It's there, right? But now what happened when I'm adding another one? So here I have a very simple script that says. So let's hide this object here. Open card, right? That's it. It's a new window. But it's a new window card style. So it's a very simple script. It's a script, but so why? Okay, why a script when it's a single step? Aha. Okay. Because to me, it's a trick of mine. Okay, so I give it the trick. If you have a new window single step, right? And you want to go to that layout, right? And then now, so that one. Okay. And now you say, okay, I want to go to another layout. Okay. Okay, open this, open this, open this. Click here, select, and select this one. Boom, boom. Okay, you have to do that, all this. I don't want to do that. You know, I don't like it. Okay. That's why I have smart name on my layouts. So I have one script that I'm using. It's what I call universal script. You know, when all the 00 is like James Bond, right? They are special agents. Okay. All my 00. Okay. So all the 00, they are special agents. They are a universal script I can call from, you know, and I have the open card, I have the go to layout. Open card, a new window, that's it. Right? New window. Okay. But because it's a script, now I have the script parameter available. And here I put my name, and I can have a name calculated. I can have a name calculated. I can have a name, whatever. I put the name here of the layouts because I have the desktop version and I have the mobile version. So I name my script, my layout in a way to help me. desktop, desktop, mobile, mobile, desktop, desktop, mobile, mobile. And I have one script, one button, and I don't care where it goes because at the beginning, at startup, I know that the platform I'm in is desktop, right? So, right, I know. So instead of open like this, dunk, to change the layout where you want to go, I just put the name here. Boom. I do this, I put my name and bam, bye-bye. With this, you need to go, open, okay? So here I have a direct access to the layout name, and I'm doing the same on go to layout. I have the go to layout like this. I have a go to layout like this. Boom. Go to layout directly. Boom. I want to go to that layout. Okay. Boom. I don't care. Open, go to layout. Because in the script step here, I say go new window, go to layout by calculation, whatever is in the script parameter. Because this, I am in the script. When you have a single step, you don't have this, right? So that's cool. It's a good trick, right? I don't know what the people say on Discord, but I don't have Discord. What do you say? Oh, I have it here.
People are typing. Good trick. It is agreed that it is a good trick.
Bon. Okay. Yeah, it is.
What if you change the layout name? Will it break?
Oh, it will break, but who changed name of layouts? I mean, okay. That is what I learned. Okay. Do you know what? Do you think the guy at Claris, Apple, Google, they go in the morning and they say, "Oh, you know what? I don't like this name." In the code, let's say you go Google. Oh, and on the Google search main engine, I don't like this name. I'm going to change it. Do you think an engineer at Google has the right to do that? No, they have 2 billion meetings before they can even think changing the name of something in the code, right? With FileMaker, we like at home, right? We like at home and we do whatever we want, but it's a very bad practice anyway to change names, right? So of course it will break, but you have two things to know about naming, right? About naming. Why do I want to change that name? Oh yeah, I can change that name if I duplicate and I want to use for something else. But why I want to use that name? Why I want to change that name? Those layouts, if you change the name of something, right? Why I want to change? This is a portal report. It's a parcel report. I won't change that. Don't change it. Don't. It's of course it will break, of course. But do you think you go on? We just had a 1 week or 2 weeks of JavaScript on. Or do you think you can rename something on JavaScript? Do you really think you can? You rename something on JavaScript, you have a nice, beautiful, out of the box question mark, right? If you move a comma in JavaScript, you have a question mark at the end. So no, it's you cannot rename things, right? You can't. Or if you do, you need to think about what you do. Of course, it will break, and I don't even want to try to do all the tricks and all the XML and all, because it isn't worth it, right? I prefer to focus my attention on something else. So, so I have my name like this. So I put my name here, right? Look, to close the topic of this. How many advantages I have doing this? For how many times I'm going to rename my layout? You have to, if you spend your day changing name of layouts, consult a therapist. But if you do FileMaker stuff, what you want to be able to copy that button, change the name of this, right? And boom, it works. That saves you time. Now, if you rename layouts all day long, I have a good therapist here, or in California, can give you the, you understand I'm joking, right? But you understand where I'm going. You have advantages and you have disadvantages. The balance is, so the goal is to find out the balance of advantage, disadvantage. If you use a technique that is a piece of bleep and you spend hours, and it's not a good technique. Now, if you have a technique, you say, yeah, it saved me hours, but if I change the name, I break. Okay. You will find out immediately when it breaks anyway. So now this one hides. And when I have more here, if my count here, don't forget, we are hiding objects. So hide this if the count is inferior or equal to 4. You understand? You hide it. Okay. It could be 5, by the way. It could be this, by the way, because if it's inferior than 4, hide it. Right? No, it should be it should be equal. No. This hiding stuff is very, very confusing. That's why I'm repeating myself all the time. Well, no. So here, it could be, I could do this, for example, or this. I prefer this because 4. So why I'm doing this? Yeah, now I remember. Why I'm counting the 4 like this? Because I have 4 containers, 4 records, 4. Everything is 4. So if you put in the middle here a 5, you will say, wow, what it is. And I remember I was confusing myself with this. So if it's inferior or equal to 4, don't show it. So it needs to be 5 to show it. Okay. When I reach 5, but here I don't have 5. I still have 4. When I reach 4, I show this. Right? And then I can add one. Right? So now I have 4, I have 5. Bam. It changed. And, right? So why it changed? It's changed because I have, and that's the beauty of this technique. Let me show. Here I have 5. So now it shows another button that says, okay, open the card, right? Like this, the same card. So it's the same button, by the way. It's the same button. But here I have the number of records, right? I have my counter here, right? So what happened in that card, by the way? Lack of updating, so renovation. What happened in that card? The same portal I have here, the same relationship here, because this card is in the same table as this one. So it's the same table. This card here, I have the same portal, right? It's the same portal. It's the same. It's this one. Wait, look the name. This one. Look the name. PIR Web Renovation DB. PIR Web renovation DB. It's the same portal, the same portal, same relationship, same container file and everything. Okay. And this is the same select button, the same. It's the same, but haha. Thanks to the script parameters, we can activate or not activate things. Here I say null here, null. Here I'm saying if the parameter number 2 is portal, then go to the object number 3. Right? And then do this. So now here I have null because I don't want that to happen at that point. I don't want that to happen, but I do want here to happen. So it's the same script, but because I put in my parameter now, I don't have null. The second parameter is portal. Then I'm going to the portal files. So this portal here, it is named portal files. So the script here, so you can activate or deactivate options from the parameters. So here I'm clicking here, right? This button here, it's the same script, but now look, my script parameter here, I go to the field file 1, I go to the portal, I need to go to a portal, the portal name is files, I still have a trigger, and that is the field, okay? So you send to the scripts what you want to do, the list, So you say, okay, the parameter number 2 is equal to portal, yes. So you go to the portal, you go to the last row, and then you go to the objects, you insert, right? In the last row, the FileMaker's trick, right? You commit, and then you trigger this. So here, we cannot see well, but this number here will become 6. Right? We cannot see it, but it is 6. Right? So open the window, boom. Here, I select a file. Yes, I need to go to the last row of that portal. And here I have a field name 1 because it's the same field. So it's always field 1 because it's one field, but repeated in the row, right? So go, insert, right? And then insert the record, the file. When it's done, commit, set, and now it will say 7. When I close this, 7. So now, before we go to the question, I want to show you something. Insert file, all of them. You cannot insert anything inside the field if you don't have this. But here I don't want it. Right? I don't want it. I don't want people to go there and click here. I don't want. It's my choice. I don't want nothing. Nothing happened. So how the hell I can insert a file inside this field if it's not accessible, because we know that all the insert script steps, if you cannot go to that field with the browse mode activate, it cannot work. And I cannot do this because I cannot do the trick I show you here, to put that here on the edge, because I need to go to the last row of a record that is not already existing. Correct? It's the FileMaker other row stuff. Okay? Yes, I could, we could do many tricks, but I have a very good one. And if you're not 45 years old and more, you cannot know that. You don't know that. You don't. I have a portal here, and I say go to the portal row, the last one. But this record, this field here is not activated. So I flash it. Right? So yes, I have another field on the row hidden. Whoops. Right? And this one, yes, I can go. And this one is the one named field one, field file one. This one has no name. I don't care because I don't go there. This one is, they're the same. They're the same. They're the same field. No, they're the same field. Okay. But one, I can go, but it is hidden. Right? I said to the script, go to field file one on the last row. It will find it on the other side of the row, but hidden. But it will go there. It will go there. No problem. No problem. Is that not a good trick?
How do you get to go to the last portal row? I don't see it in your script.
Yeah, it is there. Go to portal row last. Tell you, this script has two options, right? I have this option. This is optional, from script parameter, and it's optional. Okay. This is optional. So if I say on the script parameter number 2 that it's a portal, then he activates this. Then he will read the parameter number 3, which is the name of the portal I want to go. And then it goes to the last row. And then he said, okay, now I am in the last row. You want the field file 1. I found it. I went there, I found it on the other side, hidden. I'm inserting the file you want me to insert. I commit, and I said, okay, now you want to reset the calculation of how many records we have. No problem. You told me that you want to get there in that field, and then I'm putting that in that field. That's it. And this, you can, thanks to this, you change the field name, the portal name, right? Super easy. No more question?
I think we're good.
Yeah. So now so this design here suits perfectly the web, So this design is, it's super comfortable in the web, because I can, do another demo with you for you. So you go there, there. Okay. So you have this. So we can continue. You say yes, select, choose this, upload, select, choose this, upload, select, choose this, upload, select, this, upload. Now add more. Yes, I want to add more. No, choose another one because they're big. Oh yeah, freaking bug. I need to add a commit. I forgot. Upload. So now I have 5, right? Upload, right? I have 6. And I click here. I see my 6. I can remove 1. This is the delete row, right? And when I reach 3, close, boom. So it's comfortable. It's very comfortable, right? It doesn't looks. You need to understand something about to finish this. The people you're dealing with on the other side of they have no idea what FileMaker is, right? So you need to get rid of all the FileMaker stuff. I'm using the FileMaker stuff, like this. I'm using it. I'm not ashamed of using FileMaker stuff. When I get there, I'm using the last row. Is there? The last row is there, but I'm hiding everything. But it's there. You can see you have a blank space here. The last row is there. So I'm going to the last row. I'm doing the FileMaker stuff. But when you're there, can you ask a customer to know that you have to go there and add? No. You understand? So select file, and I'm doing the job for him, right? So now I have one. No, oh, freaking bug. But you understand, right? So if I add 1 here, it will go, Boom. I have 5 now, right? Close. So that's it. So no more question. Very comfortable. Yeah, it's in here. Yeah. How do you get it into the last portal row? Oh, yeah, we answered that.
So we're good. Yeah. No, a lot of people are saying, love this. I'll have to rewatch it. Thank you. You got a heart eye emoji at some point. So.
Yeah. No, it's okay. Yeah, it's yeah. So unfortunately, I cannot give you a demo. But you have a good example of how to organize things, and and you see that WebDirect for this is perfect. How many thousands of dollars I saved this guy just because we use the same file as he has on his server, right? A lot. Okay, so
cool.
Have a good one, and talk to you next week.
Yep. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Got a report of an individual up here who may be a FileMaker license. Well, it's potentially expired. Look at the back of that car right there. Looks like the FileMaker license has expired. Sir, I need you to step out of the vehicle. Sir, step out of the vehicle. Sir!